One of the emotional needs that we need as humans is to feel secure, to feel safe, and that we're going to be okay. And I was working with a client recently, and I thought this was a really good example of how she is dealing with not feeling secure. Because I talk about the inner mean girl a lot and how those stories play out in our head and the fears that can be created. So we were looking back together on a coaching call. We were looking back, and I was asking her, do you have any memories of being alone? Because her fear is that she is afraid that something bad is going to happen if she's alone in the house at night. And so her response to, is there any memory that you have as a child, was, well, I was nurtured my entire childhood. I had an idyllic childhood and I was never alone. So what that told me is that she never learned how to be alone. She had siblings and slept, in the same bedroom as her siblings. Her parents were always around. She said she felt very taken care of. And what that has led to was that she was never actually taught how to be alone, or when you're alone, what fears might come up. And so she's now an adult and hasn't learned how to deal with those emotions. So even if you have that perfect childhood where nothing bad happened, you can still have fears based on your environment. So we just learn from our environment when we're children, and we don't have like a rational ability to logic our way out of that. So that goes deep into our subconscious, and then it comes up as an adult. So what that first step was important, because it was identifying, well, where does this fear come from? And honestly, it's not because anything, again, bad happened to her, but it's because she didn't learn what to do when you're alone. So sometimes when you're doing that inner work and looking back at your history and trying to search for like that one memory, that one like negative experience that may have happened, it may not exist, but there are still memories. And she just remembers being taken care of her whole childhood. And now that's where we are now. So we're going to be working through this fear based on a childhood belief and how we can start overcoming that and making her feel secure at night.